Alright, in today's video, I'm going to show you items that sold for over $50 on eBay and one bonus one from Amazon. Alright, the first item that I sold was this NeatDesk scanner system. It sold for $80 plus $25 shipping. Now, I'd been sitting on this one for probably about 4 or 5 months, so I'm glad it finally sold. It's been a while. I have one more, and that one is actually new open box that I had for, I think I have for like 150 or something like that. So it is a lot more for that one. But always be careful when it comes to NeatDesks. They don't move as quickly as they used to. So just be careful on that when you're purchasing them. Another cool item that I sold is this vintage Minolta 35mm camera. It sold for $59.95 and it was like in probably about 3 days that it sold from when I listed it. So keep an eye out on vintage 35mm, especially Minoltas seem to sell really well. There are a lot of different ranges in them. Some of them are, $30 cameras, while other ones could be like $150, $200 camera. So just keep an eye out for them. Speaking of cameras, I also sold this Nikon Coolpix for $85 plus free shipping. I had $15 into it and it sold within about 2 weeks. When I look at cameras, especially digital ones, I look for ones that have higher megapixels on it. So like if you see ones that have like 5, 8 megapixels, don't worry about it. Anything that's like 12 or above is usually what I'm checking. I also sold this Sony Walkman Discman player for $62.95 plus free shipping. I think I had like $3 into it. A lot of the Discmans that you're going to find out there are going to go between $25 to $35, depending on the comps for them. But there are the rare ones that are going for $50 or more. So always check them because you don't know which ones they are until you put that model number in there. I also sold this XM Mini Tuner satellite home dock type thing. It was new in box for $80.95. I've never sold one of these before, but I always check the XM in serious items if they're sealed. Even the ones that aren't sealed, if it looks like it's complete and then you could test it, they usually do pretty well for me. So I did find this one for $6 and it sold within a month, so it was a pretty quick flip on them. These are pretty rare now for anyone to find them, so people that need them will pay up for them if they're out there. I also sold this Onyx dual balancing charger. This one I think I paid $12 or so, maybe even less, I can't remember. It was somewhere around that and sold for $75. If you watched some of my thrifting videos, this was one that I found on one of the Saturday videos that I posted, I don't know, probably about a month or so ago. So I sold this Garmin DriveSmart GPS for $139.95. I paid $40 for it about 2 months ago, and it just took a little bit of time. I had people accept offers and cancel, thinking it was one thing and not another, but eventually it sold. I think I probably could have sold it real quick at like $125, but I just priced it a little higher because I knew I could get that market price out there if I wanted to, and I just waited for it. I knew I was going to get it, and I did. So as you guys know, I sell a lot of video games and systems, so I'm going to show you some of those right now. The first one that I sold is this Xbox 360 Slim. It's the matte black version. It came with a controller, and I also had the power cord adapter, brick, whatever you call it, with it. And it sold for $95 plus $25 shipping. Now I also sold a glossy version of it that same week for the same price as well. So if you ever find the 250 gigabyte hard drive systems, those are the ones that you really want to move when it comes to 360s. Those are the ones that I'm able to flip pretty quickly. Now I also sold a replacement console as well, which was 250 gigabytes, and that one sold for $85 plus the $25 free shipping. So I may have been able to move the bundle one a little bit higher, maybe at $100 plus, but I was wanting to move those systems since I had a lot of them sitting around. Now another replacement console I sold was this PS2 with the network adapter on it. This one sold for $70 plus $20 shipping. This one took me a while to sell. Replacement consoles for the PS2 take a little bit of time, but I think I am priced a little higher out there. But it was a really nice system and someone wanted it and I gave them a nice price on it. Another bread and butter item for me are Wii replacement consoles. I sold this one for $58.95. I can move these probably within a week or two at this price point. They're always selling for me. So if you do find them for, $10, $15 just a console alone and you're able to test them out, I would definitely pick it up because you are going to be able to move them. One other video game item that I want to highlight is this Nintendo Wii Mario Special Edition Wiimote plus Nunchuck plus the silicone case on it as well. I sold it for $49.95, so it's slightly under 50, but you know, round it up. And this one moved for me within about 3 days of listing it. So if you ever find the special edition Wiimotes, which I highlighted in my Nintendo Wii buying guide and selling guide, make sure you pick them up because they do move pretty quickly for you and at a really good price. Now another item that I sold is this Grey's Anatomy sealed board game. I think I got this one for $3 and sold it for 56 bucks within like 2 days, and I think it's going overseas through the GSP program. Another item that's a little bit below the $50 threshold is this Coral Draw software. It was $49 and some change. I bought this one for I think $1 or $2 and flipped it pretty quick. I think this is another one that I had on one of my thrifting videos that you may have seen in the past. So this is a great home run item that I had there. I always check the software, see what software is doing if I find in the stores, because there are a lot of hidden gems out there. All right, now let's get into the media because you know that's what I do. All right, this Wednesday 13 CD lot went for $67. It was a 4 CD lot. I don't know anything about them, but when I checked the comps, I saw that they were going for really good prices. Now this one took about 4 weeks to sell. I paid 99 cents for each CD and sold it for $67. So great ROI. Now for myself, when it comes to CDs, I always look for weird, and this one was definitely weird. I don't know, it's death metal band or what, but it had some scary covers on there, and you know, the hunch just paid off once I started checking comps. So always check for weird when it comes to media. It'll really help you in the long run. Another media item I sold was this Smallville set. It went for $86 plus some change and free shipping, and I think this one was going through the GSP program. This one I had for a while. They were all sealed. I threw out offers to people, I think for 70 or 75. No one bid on them, and then it sold for full price. So you never know when it comes to it. Someone's gonna pay for it eventually. It's just how quickly is it gonna be. I also sold this Five Finger Death Punch box set. I think it had CD and DVD in there and went for about $48 and some change. Always check the box sets when you see them. There are a lot of gems out there, and a lot of times you could find them for about, you know, $1 or $2, and they'll go maybe 15, 20, or in this case $48. I also sold this Bad Religion DVD CD set for $52. I also paid $2 for this one, and I found at the same time that I found those other CDs that I was highlighting today. So always keep a lookout, especially if you find one. A lot of times you're going to find more from that person that may have donated them to the store. A lot of times collectors are just purging their whole collection at the same time, and you can get lucky if you found gold once that you could find it a few more times that day. Now I'm going to share a couple oddball DVD sets that I found. The first one is this Truth Project DVD set. I think it's like a Christian values type set. It sold for $62 plus free shipping. I had this one up for maybe about 2 weeks and it sold. A lot of times you can find these for about like $3 to $5 at stores because people just aren't valuing them at all. Always check like Christian educational DVD sets or religious DVD sets. They seem to sell really well for me, especially because they're probably charging like $150, $200 for this off of some website, and people are looking for it at a cheap price. Now another oddball DVD set that I sold is the Secret Mysteries of America set. It sold for $50 plus free shipping. I had this one for probably about, I don't know, 6 months or so. I just forgot to go and lower the price on it, but I sold it for 50 bucks. So someone took it. I think it had it at like 60, and I threw an offer out on it. This one I've just found by chance. It was an oddball looking DVD, so I always check those, but it did also look like a Walmart DVD set, which I think you guys have probably seen out there if you've seen like their bargain bins. A lot of times they have like just these oddball like Navy or Army sets or Western sets that they've just sold in bulk, and now they're like $3 in the bargain bin, so they go for nothing when it comes to eBay. But this one was not one of them. It was just some weird DVD set people want, and it went for $50. So I was really surprised on this one. I'm glad that it finally sold, and I'm happy that I found a buyer. Now my one Amazon sale that was over $50, because I rarely list anything on Amazon, was this Merriam-Webster Dictionary MP3 player. It sold for $89.95, and it was brand new and sealed, and I did not send it FBA. I sent it merchant fulfilled, and it sold within about 3 weeks of me listing it. I was really surprised. This thing is like a really old MP3 player that has a dictionary with it. I don't know. It's just a really oddball item. But that's a tip for you guys as well. Anytime you find sealed electronics, check Amazon as well as eBay just to see which one has better comps on it. A lot of times you'll find some crazy prices you get on Amazon for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed these bolos that I shared with you today. All these items sold for $50 or more, and a few are a little bit less, but they're all items that you could store in your memory bank. And when you're out there thrifting or looking on Marketplace or wherever, you could use this information to hopefully find those items and flip them yourself. So if you like videos like these, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. Also hit the thumbs up for me and let me know what were your favorite sales within the last week. So as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.